fabulous chest shoulder workout and a diet update on the way. Stay tuned. Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 plus fitness journey. Now today I want to do a couple of things. First, I want to do a little checkup on my 7-pound body fat loss in 7-week program. So first I'm going to give you an update on that, and then I'm going to follow that up with a brief overview of today's chest and shoulder workout that I did. So without further ado, let's go check and see how my diet is going. Let's go do it. Okay, so now I just want to do a little update on my current goal to lose 7 pounds of body fat in about 7 weeks. And as I mentioned, I posted a video on March 26th, I believe. And like I said, I'll post a link up here. And on that video, I basically explained how I set up my calorie deficit and what my goals were and so forth and so on. So I'm going to show you what I've done in the week since. Today is April 1st, so it's like 6 days after that. So let me show you what I've done and what I feel like. Okay, so what I've done here to try to keep track of how this is going, I started writing down my weigh-ins every morning. I do these around 7 o'clock every day before I eat or drink anything, and always have the same thing on, basically underwear. And so as you can see, the 27th, which is the day after I decided, after I posted that video I mentioned earlier, I weighed in at 187, and I think the day before that it was a little higher than 187. March 28th, it was 186.6. And March 29th, 185. It just goes to show you how, I mean, it must have been some water weight or something. That was a little bit of an anomaly. The next day, March 30th, 185.6. And yesterday I weighed in at 185.4. So this kind of looks more what I'm expecting here, just a little incremental decline in weight. And this morning I weighed in at 185.2. And these numbers over here are the calories for that day. For example, I forgot to do these two, but for the 29th, it was 2,405. For the 30th, it was 2,250. Yesterday, Thursday, it was 2,340. Now those could be, plus or minus 50. It's really hard to get an exact count of the calories, but I think that's pretty accurate. Because what I've been doing, and actually this number's wrong. This is 4-1 today. So what I've been doing, just so I have a running total for the day, is I write down everything I've been eating, keep track of it. End of the day, I write down the total calories and document it here. And what I've been doing is just taking photos of this, and I'll eventually transpose it into a notebook. But for example, today it was oatmeal with protein powder, diced up an apple and some blueberries. And this ended up being 610 calories. I ended up cutting that in half, ate half really right after I weighed in. And then I went to the gym, did my workout, then ate the other half of this. And for lunch today, like meal 3, I guess, I had this 5-ounce can of albacore tuna, and that's mayo, half a tablespoon of mayo, and some veggies, broccoli and cauliflower and whatnot. And so I've got a running tally, and like to this point it was 840 calories. And I had a protein drink at the gym. It was 190. So right now I'm probably 849, 1030 ish. Anyway, this is where I am right now, and I'll continue today and try to keep it under 2,500 calories. Alrighty, so here I am on April 1st, 2022, And I wish I had documented this last week the same way, just so I could see the progression, but I will do that in subsequent weeks just to mark the progression as we move forward here. And what I'm trying to do is just mark the areas where I accumulate fat and see how we do. Now, one of the, well, right there, that's one of the primary places I gain fat immediately is right there. And one way I can tell if I'm leaner is my triceps get way more defined as I lean up. So that's a good indication too. Body fat right there. A little bit from the front view on the love handles there. As I lose weight, there's certainly going to be some loose skin there. But this is where I tend to accumulate body fat. Right here, lower back, it just accumulates there and sags. So I really let this get out of hand, and well, we're going to fix it. And here I just want to document what my definition looks like this week and compare it to next week. My back loses definition really fast when I put on some extra pounds of body fat. But I see progress and I feel better. So far, so good. And I'm feeling good about this. Alrighty, with that out of the way, let's document this chest and shoulder workout today. Now today I'm going to incorporate some anterior and lateral delt as well. Started out with this Incline machine chest press. I did 3 sets here around the 12 rep range. And that was a good way to start my workout. I generally start with my incline work first, put a little more emphasis on my upper chest. Then I moved over to 3 sets on this flat machine chest press. And again, you see I'm doing single arm movements. It does take a little bit longer, but I think I get a little more out of it. But I've said this many times recently that I just get a better mind-muscle connection and a better contraction. This was really dark. I wish I had checked the light a little bit better here, but I just wanted to document this part. This was the last set of double two-handed flat chest presses. Then I moved on to some incline dumbbell presses, and these used to be the staple of my chest workout. I always did these first, and the reason I stopped is I hurt my right shoulder and it's pretty much back, so I'm just being hesitant with this. So today I think I was using 60-pound dumbbells there, but it felt good, so I may incorporate them a little more heavily in my chest workout in the future. Then I moved into some cable work. I did 2 sets here at the lower. You see where I've got the pulley a little lower, so it's like from bottom up. I did 2 sets of 15-ish here. Then moved the pulley up to about shoulder, chest level, and did the same thing of 2 sets in the 15 rep range. And what I try to do with these pulley flies is I try to cross over at least some of the reps. Let me see if I get an example of it here. Well, no, not there. But anyway, that was 4 total sets of cable flies, 2 lower, 2 about chest high. Now this machine here, this is ostensibly a shoulder press, military press, overhead press machine, but every time I've used this, I get a little bit more of a shoulder, obviously shoulder, but upper pec involvement too. So I figured this was a good movement to use today, since it was is a chest and shoulder day. So again, I'm doing single arms. I did 2 sets of single arms. and finished up with a set of double. But it was a good way to transition into my shoulder workout. So I got some upper pec work here and some front delt work as well, and probably some lateral too. And then after that, I jumped into 3 sets. I'm going to do some dumbbell work here only for shoulders, but 3 sets of these lateral raises. And you can see I'm using lightweight there. It's about 15, that's 15 pounds. And I did 3 sets of 15. Actually, I think on the first set I may have done 18, but basically do these to failure, just to get the shoulders burning. I think when I do these using the lighter weight and the higher reps, I want to do these to failure. I think I'll get more out of it that way. But 3 sets of those, and then I did 3 sets of these front raises, and I'm not sure if I said 2 sets on the previous lateral raises, but these are 3 sets. I did 3 sets of both of these exercises at least a 15 rep or to failure, and but this was an excellent way to finish up. I really got a good chest workout, and I got an excellent shoulder workout here at the end. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Alrighty, I have to say, it's been an excellent week. This diet's going much better than I thought it was going to. I don't feel terribly hungry. I'm in a groove now, so seeing some progress, that makes it all the easier to keep going with this. Had a fabulous workout today. I'm getting ready to go do a little walkabout now for about 45 minutes. And then sneak in some food and may even take a nap. But there you go. That was today for April 1st, Friday, April 1st, 2022. And hopefully you got something out of this. It was a good day for me. And with that, I'll say, until next time, go get 'em. Mark out.